Welcome to the Urban Schoolhouse, where school
Is
is
cool.
cool. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, everyone.
It's Ebony,
And Chelsea.
and we're back at you with a Christmas edition episode. How's everybody? You doing good, Chelsea?
I'm doing great.
Good, 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 good. We hope you are too, and having a great holiday season. What are we talking about today, Chelsea?
Today, we are going to be discussing top ways your child, things you should be doing with your child over winter break, and things to help them transition back to being at school. Because people who work in school or education, there's definitely a spike in behaviors, things of that nature after breaks. So these are just some tips to help prevent that.
Definitely. A lot of kids, after being home for such an extended period of time, have a difficult time transitioning back into the school day structure setting. So,
And authority.
and authority, the whole know of it all, the whole sit down of it all,
Yeah.
the whole be quiet of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Kids seem to struggle with. So these
So, providing structure during the break could actually help with that transition. So, today we're going to
right.
talk about some of the things that may be interesting to your kid during the holiday season and can also help, enhance education and during the holiday season, keep them busy and learn and have fun. So, I was just talking with Chelsea when we were chatting prior to our podcast recording today, and I was reflecting on when she was home during the holidays as a kid and the things that we would do. What are some of the things that you like best, Chelsea?
I loved going to museums and interactive places. As a child, we talked about them before. Like if you're in the Metro Detroit area, Ann Arbor has a hands-on museum for kids. There's the Michigan Science Center, things like that are super fun. And libraries, your local library is free.
Yes, and they have story times. You can call the circulation desk and find out what times they have people come in and read the stories to the children.
Yeah, and I've discussed this before. Being a special education social worker, over the summer, I sent home letters to families because some parents have expressed that because their child is neurodivergent and their behavior and their moods can be unpredictable, a lot of parents feel discouraged to take them out in public.
Yeah.
Um, and I can't imagine how that feels. But what I will say is that research shows that it's very positive for them to be exposed, and so many places now have sensory friendly um, packages or options, even the movies.
Yeah.
Even the zoo. I know the Michigan Science Center does. So definitely ask around because
Yeah,
a
because the
lot a
zoo
lot
is
more
what
places.
over the winter is um the lights.
Yes, but so the Detroit Zoo has sensory backpacks, so it comes with headphones and just different options
Nice.
for kids. And then at the movies, I believe it's AMC movie theaters. Um, on Tuesdays, they do sensory friendly movies, so the volume is lower for the movie. The lighting is different.
Right. Nice, nice. So I know for me over the breaks, I would remember when we went to the art studios and we would paint pottery.
Yeah.
And that was for me much fun because I do love to paint.
Yeah, that was really fun too. Doing like artistic stuff is also fun.
Absolutely.
Like if you just tap into what your kid already enjoys.
Exactly. And honestly, these are the things that have become lifelong things that we enjoy doing. We love to paint. I think both of us like to paint.
Mm.
I think both of us enjoy art, period, like
Yeah.
theater, concert, museum, the performing arts, definitely
Yeah,
visual
arts
arts,
stuff.
applied, all the arts.
Yeah.
And we really enjoy that to this day.
I think it would be also cool if you're not sure what your child's favorite interests are, is to try different things over break as well. Because I have a lot of students now. You ask what their hobby is or whatever, they're talking about video games. They're not
Yeah,
talking
and
about.
that's really it. A
They're not talking
screen,
about anything else. Yeah.
right? Give them some culture one time.
Yeah. So I think that would help too. Just try different stuff if you're not really sure what your child enjoys.
Right. And if you got to kick it around the house, we're just going to talk about things that you can do at home, practical things that are like a part of your day to day activity. So,
Same thing. I feel like art.
I
I
feel
would
singing and
draw,
dancing.
start singing and dancing.
I
I
remember she
used to
used to
have
write songs.
I had a DVD player. I listened to my CDs on
Yeah.
the DVD player.
Yeah. She used to like write songs. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And she
I would
would
just
make
paint
up
and
dances.
stuff. Yeah, that was more my thing.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so cool. Um, so we'll start with more like a reading and writing type idea.
I have a good one.
All right.
If you're cooking, you could have your kid read the instructions to you.
Yeah.
Read the boxes.
Ingredient list.
Yeah. Or to help with their receptive language, you can say, I need 1 can of cranberry sauce. Can you go find it?
That kind of thing.
Like that helps their receptive language skills,
absolutely.
which ultimately helps their speech
and organization and time. Yeah. So reading daily is basically the key. And honestly, you can read anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember this wasn't reading, but I mean, again, I guess it's receptive language. When my mom and I would go to restaurants, sometimes we would play I Spy.
Mm-hmm.
So that was very helpful.
And we also played the word games. We like to play tic-tac-toe. Mm-hmm. And
like word searches.
Word searches, yes. And I like to like get a long word like Christmas, and then see how many words you can make out of those letters. Mm. So those are great reading, writing, and spelling games.
Yeah, basically you have to involve your child in everything that's going on. And I know it might be. Did you feel annoyed when I was involved in stuff? No. Okay. Like when I was younger.
I knew that everything you were involved in was for the greater good. Like I saw the greater good in every little thing that you did. Like your time was never wasted as a child. Like if you look back, can you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, because I know some parents might feel like obviously, yes, it's easier like if the adult just does it and you don't involve the child, but a lot of those little things are great lessons and they add up.
And they should also practice math. How can we do that?
Simple. I mean, if you're at a store and you're giving, I mean, people don't really use a lot of cash these days, but even then, I mean, take cash that you have at home and play grocery store or play cashier or something like that. Or yeah, when you're out in public, you could say, okay, I just gave this lady $20 and the thing was $13.60. How much am I getting back? You know?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, I mean, I have a second job at a restaurant, and a lot of the younger coworkers literally do not know how to count cash. And even though we have a machine where it tells you how much change to give back, but they're doing it in like the most complicated way because they can't do that quick math with coins. So yeah, it's actually it's pretty crazy to me that that's how it is, and they're like college age, like high school, college age, and I'm like, and I see them counting. I'm like, what are you doing? You could just do it this way.
My thing is that kids no longer know how to tell time
with like hands.
Yeah.
What's that? Yeah, that is a lost art.
It is a lost art.
It's gone. It is
Use
gone.
the winter break to teach those babies how to read a clock.
That is gone.
I think that's very important. I feel like they should have a clock game in their toy chest.
I feel like
and also, yeah, you definitely did.
Or I know we did it at school.
She had a clock. She had a globe that told her. That's probably why she's a jet setter, because listen, she had a globe, a Bratz doll globe. You remember that globe?
Mm-hmm.
And she would hit the part of the globe, the country, and it would tell you where what it was and everything like that. And I thought that that was fun for her. Um,
I remember being in like second grade. We would have little quizzes where it would be a hand clock and it'd be different times, and you had
Definitely.
to say what time it was. Um, so yeah, I think that that's
Another
definitely
lost
gone
art
as
is
well.
teaching children how to tie shoes. If your children don't know how to tie
Oh yeah, a lot
shoes,
of kids don't know how
it's
to
a
tie shoes.
great time to learn how to tie shoes.
It took
Um,
me a minute to tie shoes
it's
too.
not easy.
No,
It's not easy, and depending on the age and the ability of the child. Also, things like I know this is kind of off topic, but tying shoes kind of reminds me of learning how to also blow your nose. I know that was something that was hard for Chelsea to do. She would like blow right out of her mouth and not allow the actual process to happen. But children need to learn how to blow their nose. The flu is going around here where we are really bad, and they need to understand how to do that and wash their hands and sanitize their hands. It's a good time to learn routines.
routines, and it also is a good time to promote independence too.
Exactly.
And
I saw the look you gave me when I said blow nose, but that's a thing.
no, I know. I have a student that he was in my office before winter break, and he sneezed and he didn't get a tissue. He just sat there and just let the snot hang
Hmm.
from his nose. I was like, okay,
I mean,
get a
if you're the
tissue.
kind of mother that I am, I felt like I wanted to have my child to be prepared for incidents. Remember when I used to tell you should take tissues in your bag, and I was trying to help her learn that when you're out, you will sneeze and you'll need an immediate, tissue sometimes or whatever. These are great times to help kids with that kind of thing.
Yeah,
So
I
back
think just promote independence and being prepared overall. Because again, I think most educators will say nowadays, a lot of students they want someone else to solve everything for them. They don't really try to solve things themselves. They'll just kind of wait for an adult to do it.
Yeah, which is like really aligning with the math and logic portion. The part I like most about, um, well, I want to skip back to reading really quick and writing because we skip journaling, and a lot of little girls like to journal. And I always had a journal, and I always bought Chelsea journals with blank pages, and they call them diaries or whatever. And I think that you could write about your feelings, the things that took place over the holidays. Don't forget about mailing people cards and letters to see how they're doing and to wish them a happy new year. And I just wanted to say that about
Yeah,
the
I mean,
reading
if
and
if
writing.
you're doing that, involve your child and explain to them why it's important to
Exactly. And you
do
can
these
have them
things.
write their name
Yeah.
on the card. Don't write their name. You let them write their name, kind of thing.
Hmm.
Also, budgeting. Back down to math. A lot of kids get Christmas gifts, monetary gifts. So if your kids are getting monetary gifts, Chelsea, how do you think that should be handled? Like, I don't want to say how I want it. I want to see how she thinks it should be handled.
Um. Well, I think obviously they should know how to count it, and if they want something, you can say. I mean, I don't know. I think it depends how you handle money, like overall. Like, do you give your kid an allowance? Do you? I don't know, but I think you can just let them go to the store and pick what they want. But explain to them, okay, you got $50. The toy you want is $100. That's not gonna work. It's like it's just how to make those decisions.
Decisions.
Yeah.
So do you talk to the kid about, okay, you have $50. Should you save a portion of this money? Like,
If they want to save it, I mean, I don't know. I think it depends. I don't know. Like save it for.
but I understand what you're saying. Use it in the mathematical sense
I mean, if
of
somebody gave them the money like for a gift purpose,
they don't need to save any of it.
I mean, I don't know.
You could suggest it.
Yeah, I could suggest saving. I mean, like that's why I was saying like I don't know if I'm articulating it well enough, but if you give a child an allowance already or like whatever, or if they do chores, um, you can suggest okay, well if you could buy something with $50 now, okay, then you ain't got no
Or you
money,
could save
or you
it
could save
and
it
then
and
you'll
then
have
pile up. Yeah.
exactly. Then you can buy your $100 gift
Mhm.
toward the end of the month or
Yeah.
year. And see, the thing about that for me as a mom looking back and as just a regular person who's grown up, I wish that people in my life, the adults, would have stressed saving more than spending to me. So that's why I think I probably, if I had that to do all over again, I would stress it more even to you.
Mm.
I don't think I stress saving as much as I would now because I talk
So
about it more now.
so yeah, I think it depends. Like if they get money from other sources, I would be like, okay, well you can go and spend this money now. Then you're not gonna have anything, but you can have the toy that you wanted, right? Or you can sit here probably save and then buy it, or save and then you buy a less expensive toy that you still have money left over. Like there's
And
different
mom, if
options.
your kid got money, make them use their money. Don't buy their toy. Say you got some money. I saw you had money from your aunt or your uncle. You can buy your own toy. So if they have money, don't buy their toys. Okay. Right?
Sure.
She looked at me like whatever. Okay, so what about flashcards and math
Oh
games?
yeah, flashcards, math games. We did all that. I think those are good. I think um, as a child, you should definitely have educational games, not just games that's just like what kids say is brain rot now,
Brain
where it's
rot.
just passive
That's a new
stuff.
term I learned over the
Yeah,
break.
brain rot.
Brain
But they should
rot.
just have educational stuff too.
I am not mad at brain rot. That's funny. Okay, so also discounts at the stores. Like everything is a percentage off right
Hmm.
now. And so things are on sale. So kids need to learn
Math.
math. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to take off percentages. You also need to add taxes. I didn't get that when I was a child. I didn't really understand the concept of taxes. So it's a good time to teach older kids about that. Sales taxes.
Hmm.
We already talked about creative hobbies. Okay, so now let's talk about things that inspire culture in our kids during the holiday. So right now we're in Kwanzaa, right? So what could we do? Could we like decorate a Kwanzaa table, right? And teach our kids about the days of Kwanzaa.
Yeah, the meaning and the origin. We could probably find something on YouTube about Kwanzaa, why it's important to African Americans.
And people at large, honestly. The more
Mm.
we teach our kids about our culture, the more our kids will teach other people about our culture. And I think that that's one of the things that's big time lost with kids this time. Like you can ask certain kids who are major public African American figures of the past, and they have no clue who these people are. And I'm like, who raised you? Like the day that Coretta Scott King passed away, I remember I was working in high school at the time. And I said, oh, Coretta Scott King passed away today. And the kids was like, is that Nat King Cole's daughter? And I'm like, okay, well, that would be Natalie Cole. So you see the disconnect. Our kids should know who Dr. King and Coretta Scott King are. I don't care how young or old they are. So these are the type of things you can sit down with your family and teach about cultures, assist with the holiday prep, of course, setting tables, talk about things of the past, and, hosting guests.
Yeah.
Learning traditions, customs from all around the world. And what about some community service acts?
I think community service would be great. I think you have to be a certain age to work in some soup kitchens. But even donating food to food banks, sometimes you can set up like blankets or set up beds for people, things like that. I knew people growing up who would do like the Salvation Army bell ringing during the holidays. Um,
Do you remember carolers? Have you ever seen Christmas carolers come around?
no,
I
but
remember
I know
that
they
when I
do
was a
that.
child. People used to literally do that.
Also, another thing people don't talk about, nursing homes. They
Oh,
take volunteers.
yeah. It's great to see kids go to the nursing homes because it gives life.
Mhm.
to the
So I
residents.
think all that is great. To teach or to talk about Christmas and talk about how it's you have to give back if people may not be as fortunate as you. It's important to help them. I was watching a movie and there was a quote. It was a Christmas movie too, and it was a quote that it was like, um, it's something about helping people, and if you can't help them, then don't hurt them. So that was nice.
And what about like getting outdoors? I know right now it's pretty mild temperatures. So in our downtown area, there are nice walking areas, places where you can go ice skating, nature walking, and experiencing snow and things of that nature. So, do you remember any outdoor fun activities that
I
we
didn't
used to
like being
do?
outdoors
She
in
didn't.
the winter.
She didn't like being outdoors, and that is no lie. Okay, I remember one time we went to the Christmas tree lighting downtown. It was me and Chelsea and one of our aunts. And we went to the Christmas tree lighting and we thought we were going to have ourselves a ball. And we got down there and we got some hot chocolate. And homegirl was like, I want to go home. It's cold. This is in no way amusing to me. Okay. And we cut
No.
that whole thing short.
But if you do like outdoor stuff, especially being in Michigan, northern Michigan, you want to see some more snow,
Sledding.
things like that. You want to make a little trip up north, that would be nice.
Yeah, a lot of Michigan kids love sledding on a hill in the snow, making a snowman. That's fun. But we don't have snow right now. Anyway, so also kids can on like little small trips if you're taking them like you said up north, they can listen to audiobooks, right? And they can read on their Kindles.
Yeah, they could just read books.
There is an app, I believe it's called Hoopla, where you can connect this app to your local library and you can download books and you can put them on your devices. I have it on my phone. It's Hoopla. Maybe we can put that resource out on our Instagram. Where you can download books and movies from your local library. So yeah, check out our Instagram for that. We'll put that up. I can give you that information. Um, so what about going back to school? Because this break is only for 2 weeks, right?
um, I say they definitely need to stay on their bedtime. Maybe they can go to bed like a little bit later, but they should still stay on their bedtime. Then don't let them completely ruin their sleep schedule, and then expect them to get up early on Monday when they have to go back to school. So just to
I mean,
eliminate
you can
that.
expect them to get up, and you might even bring them to school. But when they
I
get
mean, yeah,
there,
but they're gonna be messed up. So it's like I'm just saying they're not gonna be how they were before
oh
break.
no,
Yeah.
I know you're right. I'm just including how they act once they get to school because the parents really don't see that part. They go to sleep in class. The end. Keep going, Chelsea.
That's why you maintain their sleep schedule over break.
So maintaining the sleep schedule over break. She said let them go to bed a little bit later, but
I mean, like maybe an hour. I mean, like if their bedtime is well, they should have a early bedtime anyway. I don't know. So like if their bedtime is usually like 8, they can go to bed like 9.
well, I'm strict. So if your
Um,
bedtime is 8, then you could go to bed like 8, maybe 8:30. But I'm one that is very strict about bedtimes, and I really do believe in the beauty rest. So, especially for
and
children,
taking their devices at night.
definitely get rid of the devices.
But even then, because I knew kids that knew where their parents kept their devices, and then when their parent fall asleep, they would go
You
get
guys
it.
need to almost knock the devices up in a safe.
Honestly, I think you shouldn't be buying your kid a device, period. But that's just me.
Anyway, I'm not even going to get on that high horse. Okay, so how do they get prepared to just move back into the school days? So I think like some organization, get that backpack out, start going over the last things that were going on after school got out. Maybe you can consult your calendar, right? The school
I
calendar.
think also, yeah, the
Make
school
sure you know
calendar.
what day and how the rest of the semester is going to flow.
I don't really think they give like break homework anymore.
It depends on the grade. It depends on the school. The thing about break homework, like if you're in high school and you got AP, you probably do have break homework. It depends on the grade of the student, what the work looks like. So if it's an older student, they may have work to do. If they're younger, they probably don't have graded work to do, but they probably do have some type of exercise work that they could do on their Chromebooks, in their Google Classrooms. And if they don't, then they need to be doing homework of some sort with whatever you can find as a parent, workbooks, and like I said, flashcards. So that's pretty much it. For the last couple of days of the break, I think that the students should definitely be getting back in this mindset of going back to the schoolhouse.
Yeah.
So I really I enjoyed this conversation because it gave me a little flashback from the past. We used to definitely enjoy our holiday breaks, and by me being off work and her being off school, we always had the opportunities to go out and have fun. So, so thanks for tuning in with us, and we hope that you learned something great today. And class is dismissed.